I got a call and my phone freaked out. So we're back. We're live. We're in the studio. Ta-da! I did this yesterday on Instagram and it was really fun. I had some company while I was working, and I thought I'd just do it again because, like, I'm in here anyway. So I'll give people some time to join if you want to hang with me. For those of you watching this later, because no one's here yet, this is one of my favorite mugs from a monastery in Big Sur, California. There's some people here now. Hooray. I don't actually know. Oh, hi, Angela. Um, okay, I want to see live chat. Okay. I hope that this is different than Instagram, which I've only ever done Instagram live. So I hope this works out okay. Can you all hear me okay? Would you mind giving me a thumbs up? Because I have you in my AirPods, hoping that there'll be less crinkle, crinkle, rustle happening. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Mary. We're just gonna chill. Sounds fine. Okay, good. What about like when I do that? Is it like horrible or is it just you can kind of hear stuff? Because I was rewatching my live stream yesterday and I was like, oh, that was pretty noisy. Just like crashing around the studio. And there will be some general noise because I have labels to print and I have just like a lot of stuff to do. So I figured I would bring you all along for the ride, give you behind the scenes action, and that could be really fun, hopefully. You can hear wrestling, but not bothersome. Good, good, good. Chat viewing options. Don't mind the crinkles. Okay, I don't go away, YouTube. I have you guys on my phone because, hi, Vanessa. I have spotty internet in this room and I'm just not used to this. So please bear with me. Oh, there it is. Okay. I was like, the comments disappeared. Oop, I'm gonna just stick my finger in your face. Don't mind the crinkles. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Susan from Zambia. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Oh, I just realized I got those little wispies just doing their own thing. For anyone who has not seen my Instagram post or my newsletter, I have a coupon code that I just shared. It's good through the end of the month. And I could really use some help making a little bit of room in here because part of what I need to do today is like consolidate expo inventory with older inventory, and I'm running out of space. Granted, I have a whole room available to me, but I am running out of space that, come on, print. I'm running out of like usable space that's ready to be organized and happy. So that's gonna be fun. Also, my label printer is cranky. There we go. What are you guys working on today? Are you stitching? Are you cleaning? Are you working like me? Although this doesn't really feel that much like work. It's very fun to run a shop. I also realized you guys are far away and I should move you. Sorry. Shaky. Did you enjoy that little tour? Now I can see you while I'm facing this way. Goodness. Oh no, that's the I thought that was the door to the hallway and that Jam was gonna get in, but that is the closet. So we're fine. Everything is safe. Vanessa is working on Chester's Place. Okay, that's fine. Eating lunch, working on a Haid. Christine, I find that admirable and terrifying all at once. Like, I did 4 pages of an 8-page full coverage piece, and that was like a lot. And I haven't touched it in like 3 years. But I think they're beautiful. Like, oh. um, I Hades are so beautiful, and I just could never. But I'm glad that you have it and that you love it. I'm assuming you love it because otherwise, why wouldn't you do it? I don't know what I'm saying. Mary, I'm sorry that I'm breaking your not in money spending goals, but sorry, not sorry. You gotta get the threads and things that you need, and I'm here to help with that. Uh-oh, I think I just closed the wrong label. Um, this is the most fascinating part of the order filling process where I print out all the labels that go along with the order packing slips that I already printed. Da, da, da. Okay, I think that's it, but we'll find out while we go. Okay. Okay, here's the thing is like, oh, there it is. Okay. Ba, 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 ba. I'm reading comments, I'm catching up. My printer bagpipes, that's hilarious. Fun story. Um, I play D&D with my boyfriend and his friends, and they're now my friends too, but at first they were like his friends, right? Because I had just met them. Um, but we play D&D, and we have a character who plays a bard, and his like main thing is playing bagpipes. And I'm really excited to tell him that this sounds like bagpipes. I can kind of hear what you mean, but I don't know. We don't actually get any bagpipe sound effects while we're playing, so that could be fun. Um, I I don't know. I want to maybe he'll I don't know. That's just exciting. I don't know why. Okay, so the problem with filling orders right now is that I started to combine inventory, and so it used to be really clear what was where. And now it is not because half of the new stuff's over there, but half the new stuff's in there, and then all the old stuff's over there, but then random other things have been put away, and I just kind of dug myself into a hole. So I don't know, but I did finally get the last of my sulky thread packs that I had been waiting on. So I now have all of them in stock and ready to be shipped out. I need to check. I think I have a few. I guess I'm in front of a computer. I could do this right now. Um, ba, 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 ba. What am I looking for? Sulky. Thank you. Um, I should add to my inventory if there are some that I have available. Did that make any sense? This is the problem, and why I don't typically do this live stream game is that I just kind of spout nonsense and get distracted. So sorry, but not sorry, just I hope you enjoy it. Okay, I have 3 in stock on my website, and I feel like I have a few more I will just need to, um, I'll update that once I ship out the ones that I have. So if you've been seeing all those cows everywhere and you're like, what's up with all these cows? Like this one is from Bendy Stitchy. This is Thistle, the Highland Coo. I'm so proud I said that right. I always want to say Helion, and then I was watching Coffee Stitcher and he said Helion. That made me really happy, and I was like, I hope that's not my fault. But Bendy's cow is super cool in that it uses all 12 of the sulky colors from the thread pack. But there are like, I don't know, I think over 20 cow designs. I wonder how many I have. I meant to add it as a menu option on my expo page. Moo, the moo, the moo, the merrier. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, Okay, I have 16 cow patterns. Hi, Lolly. 16 cow patterns in my shop, but there are more that I don't have. Like some are available only through a certain. Um, oh, sunshine stitchers. Okay, let me finish with that before I react to things sometimes. Um, there are a few cows, such as my purple cow, or Arctic Designs has some cows. Kissa has a cow that you can get through. Oh, I shared it on my last video or my last like cow roundup, and now I can't remember, but it's through a shop. Who else has like their own cow? I'm sure there's some more, but there's lots that are available uh, elsewhere. And then I don't, whatever. Um, there's also some freebie cows, like Lindy Stitches did a cow. So if you have the thread pack, you can stitch a lot of cows. At minimum, there's 2 free ones because there's that one, and then there's Janine McGowan's little blue, not blue, cow with her little floral crown is adorable. Yes, Gary and Shelia. Sunshine Stitcher stalking me, long time no see. I definitely remember when I stitched on Gary's piece at StitchCon, and he was very frustrated that I do not cross my stitches in the exact same way. So the back looked a little bit different. But he was really nice about it. That was my thing for a while at retreats, is that I would like, if someone left their stitching and they were like filling in a section or like something that was like really clear it wasn't gonna like mess up the pattern, I would just put in a few stitches. I tried to only do it with people I knew. So Gary was probably the riskiest one because I didn't really like know him personally. Um, but it was really fun to do. And then of course I haven't been going to retreats, so that has not been the case. Okay, we can do most of these. There's a couple of pieces of fabric I need to cut, but I'll do that later. What else was I going to say? Those are my neighbors. I love how curly looking my hair is. Vanessa says that she loves that and she used to do that or does that to people's laptops when they walk away and don't lock the screen. I had once a coworker who loved to do that, and he would send an email from that person to the rest of the team. Um, and one of them in particular it was truly one of my favorites because we had one woman at our office who was like very fashionable and just like very, very trendy. Like she was just very cool. And she was European, so like, you know, she was amazing. Um, and he got on her email and he wrote this little note, and it was basically chastising the rest of the office. Like, as we know, fashion is not just you know, for there's a jam floof. Fashion is not just her hobby, it is her passion, it is her life. And like we are really disappointing her by not dressing more fashionably. And so like particularly the women of the office were encouraged to include more glitter and animal prints and just like fun extra things, right? And so the next day he came in wearing and he wrote it very much in her voice. He wrote it with like her same like uh I don't know. You know how like some people have like a really distinct voice, and or you know what I mean. So he wrote it and it sounded straight up like it was from her, but it was like, this is a really weird email to get, obviously. We're like a very professional company. Um and like at first glance you would think it was from her, but of course it was not. Oops, that's the wrong one. And I feel like I'm telling the story really badly. And also, you don't know these people. But the point is that he sent out this very funny, very convincing, but like, kind of an email. And then the next day he came in wearing like a crazy Hawaiian shirt that had birds or something all over it. I have a lot of animal print shirts, so I came in wearing my giraffe shirt. And then we were able to like take a picture and then mock the rest of the office for not heeding this woman's advice. And it was just very, very fun. And I recommend it if you have the opportunity to do something like that. You know what? This order, I just realized I cannot fill right now because I need to make some cow bobbins. So I'll maybe do that later. But yeah, I think like stitching on someone else's piece is maybe a little bit more fun than um, sending an email. But maybe a little riskier, maybe less risky. I don't know. Okay, this lovely stitcher needs, I'm going to tell you some of the things that they ordered. Do you think that violates like customer confidentiality wishes? Because I want to show you what I'm playing with. I think also we'll switch back to, I think filling orders is, I'm like terrified I'm going to mix up something important. So I think we will shortly switch back to um, just putting inventory away and oohing and awing over charts because I don't want to mess up anyone's order. Ugh. But someone just ordered, no different to sharing haul. Exactly. Um, this someone just ordered Lunar Witch. And I love this one so much from Autumn Lane Stitchery. Oh, I've been wanting to start this, but I haven't. You know what I think this would look so good on? I have a whole bunch of color and cotton periwinkle linen. I think it could look really cool on this. Oh, so good. Okay, that one. Someone got a cow. This is one of my favorite cows because I was like the most impressed with how she used the sulky threads and achieved like just a really cool effect. This is bovine plaid from the Little Stitch Girl. And so it's a little gingham cow that's using just the sulky. Because if you look at the palette, it's kind of hard to like, I had trouble to design a pattern using them and making it like really cohesive. That little cow is just the cutest. Okay, and then she also, this stitcher is getting floss tube friends. There's a lot of people stitching this as a sal right now. There's a friend doing it as a round robin, so like all the floss tube friends are, you know, swapping their piece around, and you stitch someone, and then you pass it on, and they stitch on it, and then you get your piece back, and it's been stitched on by all your friends. Oh, like round robins are like an adorable stitchy thing to begin with, but like truly, that's magnificent. Okay, she also got some needle minders. So let's, I have an old logo. This also is a misprint, so it's not even centered. And so I've been trying to use up as many of these as I can so I can order some with my new logo, which is me going like, ah. And I'm getting really, really close to running out, which is very exciting. So I need to start getting my act together to order some new ones. Welcome to my wall of needle minders. I keep a little stash here of needle minders that are ready to ship. And then I have an excessive amount of other needle minders that are in their various, um, you know, cubbies and drawers and whatnot. Come here. Oh, the thing of magnets is stuck to this. This is just like a little metal filing drawer. It's, I think from IKEA. It has 6 drawers over here, and I love it. I got it for free from the lobby of my building. Someone abandoned it. Actually, most of the furniture that's in this room. This table behind me, I did purchase, but I purchased it for a different reason and then repurposed it to this room. I have a little rolly stool in here. That's the only thing that I bought new specifically for this space. Everything else is scavenged. So I have a friend who got married recently, and so she and her husband have been like, slowly but surely upgrading, and like, they've combined their furniture, and now they're ready to like pick out, like fill out the rest of their home, and get rid of some of their like college and in your 20s furniture, which is why this room is now full of a lot of IKEA stuff that I got as a free hand-me-down from them, and no complaints, because I didn't have to spend a lot of money in the studio, and it's kind of a temporary space. Like, I'm not going to be in this studio space forever, so I really was hesitant to commit to a lot of furniture or organization, when it just didn't really seem worth it to me. And so it's not a very pretty space. And a lot of my inventory is like crammed in a closet, but it works for me. So it's fine, Ooh, okay. I need to show you this. Someone ordered, because I'm going to start this piece. Where's the chart? I'm about to start stitching Mojo Stitches Take Wing. This is the second in her Bushland Quaker series. And I have a few of the charts left, and I have a few thread packs that are incoming. But I do have, I think I have a couple of these. These are cottage garden threads, and they're so beautiful. And they are hard to find in the US. It's an Australian dyer, and it's like pretty small. And I've heard a lot about them. I've never used them. And I feel like I'm about to be very addicted to them because they are beautiful. And so someone's going to be stitching Take Wing, and so am I. And I'm very excited. And did I put Arlene away already? Okay, I can't get her other chart. They're so beautiful. So I have a few of them listed for pre-order right now, and then I might have one or two of the like pre-sorted thread packs where you get the like pre-cut DMC and everything, but I could be wrong. And I am sorry if I am wrong. But I truly love those. Wait a minute. Oh, you're over here. Everything is all, what did they say? Kapakahi? Okay, heartstring samplery. All will be well. Are you in here or are you not? Okay, it is well with my soul. Oh, and Be Thou My Vision. I guess Be Thou My Vision is over there. If you don't know, Heartstring Samplery, Beth Cush is doing a monthly Sunday Stitches series where each month she puts out a different hymn. And they're all so beautiful. They're these beautiful, well, most of them I think have been flowers or floral based. They're just all so pretty. I love it so much. That one is It Is Well With My Soul. This person ordered another one that I'm going to try to get from the back of this bin so I don't have to pull it out. But I have a lot of heartstring samplery patterns. If you love hymns and heartstring samplery, I recommend you check them out. And also, I do have an auto ship option available. So I will just invoice you at the start of the month and then send you your hymn. This is Be Thou My Vision. I think I'm sold out of the other two right now. I'll restock them. And these charts are only available to the shops that order directly from Beth, are part of her like auto ship setup as a way to like support shops. Beth is really good at that. Of like thinking of the little guys, So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. She's great. Magnets ready to go. Okay, let's stop filling orders because it's not a great use of this time together. And instead, actually, I will show you. I use a lot of these little cardboard trays from LaCroix and Spindrift and stuff like that, um, to help me keep things in line. It fits in very well with the fact that I've spent no money on the furniture in this room. I just repurpose these until they start falling apart, and then I get rid of them. Also, Jam likes to steal them as his new favorite beds. But I just print out my packing slips, and then I can go around the studio. Like, I'm sitting on the floor right now, um, and I can reach a good amount of stuff just sitting right here, or I sit on the other side where we're going to move. And I'll just sit and grab all the things, and then I just put it all in the tray, and then I can go through and take this and the shipping label and put it into an envelope and then send it on its merry way. And I'm really pleased with it. I have a stack of these that also have like partially filled orders that are waiting on a pre-order item of some kind. Um, or like there was a whole stack of orders that were waiting for the sulky thread packs to come in. Um, or when there are other like big pre-order moments, they're super, super helpful. Or if I'm doing like a custom order, if you didn't know, if you're in the market for like kitting the project up, I can help you out. Um, I am happy to try to, like, you know how sometimes you're like, oh, I need like 20 colors, but no shop has all 20 colors. Well, if you message them, they might be able to get them for you. Now, of course, there's like random supply chain delays, and certain dyes, like certain colors, are harder to come by, and that's causing a lot of production issues. So that's why certain colors have been much harder to find, because they've just been back ordered forever. So if you call around to shops, or you know, like, especially if you call around to shops that don't really have an online shop, which I think is less and less these days, um, you know, they might have the colors you're looking for, but like an online shop that's easily searchable, maybe not. Um, so yes, I'm happy to help you out. The timing of it can sometimes be tricky because like y- sometimes threads are back ordered from the dyer. But if you're okay with like waiting a little bit, but then you get one package with all of your threads and it's amazing, it's super easy. So contact me if there's ever something you're looking for, and I can hook you up. I offer a little bit of a discount. I'm just saying. I don't have a hard and fast like guideline for it, but if you're going to order a whole bunch of threads from me, you know I'm going to take care of you and make it worth your while. Plus, you can ship, like, if you want to throw anything else into your order, you can ship it for free. Or just if there's anything that you're looking for, and aren't able to find, or you want it but you don't see it on my shop, shoot me a message. Let me know, and I can hook you up. I do work like a normal person full-time job, so sometimes I get a little backlogged on some of that stuff, but I try to keep up with it because I really love stitchy stuff, and I would love to do more and more and more of it, and that would enable me to do so. Okay, shall we go into the putting stuff away part of the afternoon, morning, whatever time it is for you? I'm gonna pick up the tripod. It's gonna be a little shaky and crazy, but it's gonna be okay. Follow me. Please enjoy my very messy studio. Ooh. Okay, that wasn't too bad. So those of you who joined me on my Instagram live stream yesterday got to see a little bit of this. But here's how I organize a lot of my inventory. First of all, there's a mirror behind me because my roommate left this behind when she moved away. And I said, yeah, that's fine. So it's here. Sorry. I hope it's not too, um, I don't know what it would be. Distracting, disruptive. I'm not really sure. Oh yeah, we're gonna alphabetize Kathy Barrick. Okay, cool. Whew. So I have the majority of my, I'm gonna turn you this way. I'm now on the other side of this little bookshelfy thing from where I was sitting just then. And this is where I have the majority of my charts. I have the half sizes alphabetically by a designer. Random extra little things are just shoved in because there's space, and then Blackbird designs and other like books, and then you can't see it. Yes, you can. These accordion files with like other like full-size charts. Not pictured. A whole lot of stuff that has to fit in here somehow. And then I have in this closet needle minder stuff, fabric, scissors, like extra packing supplies, DMC, other goodies. Over here I have my classic color works, my gentle art, my Lady Dot Creates trims, Mirabilia's Mill Hill kits, tote bags, some other kits, and then I have a dresser thing down here that has fabric and stuff in it. So it's just, there's a lot of stuff next to me. More of these trays are holding just cross stitch magazines, holding fabric, holding more Lady Jack Create stuff. So it's kind of a little crazy, and it needs to make, I mean, like I know where everything is, so it's like very organized chaos, but if I was not a one woman show, this would not really be functional. Oh, stitchers need an undetectable extension charm. That is absolutely true. That would be so helpful. Oh, ooh, because yeah, I try not to like over rotate towards making everything fit perfectly because that requires like as new stuff comes in or things change or whatever, like it just needs change, right? And so I like that my system, because it's a very cheap system of repurposed things. I guess I did buy these accordion folders for this purpose, but other than that, this is all repurposed stuff. Um, it allows it to be flexible enough for me to change it up, and I'm hoping, I kind of thought I would come up with like a more formal system, but right now, as long as it's just me in my apartment, then it doesn't really matter. If I were to perhaps um, need to hire some help, I used to hire my roommate, but that was fine because, you know, she could just be like, "Where the heck is this?" And I could tell her. Okay, now we're gonna order. We're going to alphabetize Kathy Barrick patterns. Actually, didn't I already? No, I didn't. Okay, we're gonna alphabetize Kathy Barrick patterns because I alphabetized some of them. And did I grab? Hold on, I might need to go grab some more things. I forget. I yesterday combining expo stuff, and I was doing some rearranging, and this is like I need to actually like move stuff and change where things are so that things can fit and not be in 17 places. And in the process, I was like, ooh, I need to grab all the Kathy Barretts, the new ones, to combine with these old ones so I can alphabetize them all together. And I didn't grab that, so I'm going to grab it. So I'll be right back. Don't even worry. I can still talk to you. I guess I don't need to shout. You're in my ears already. Okay, that's Shakespeare's Peddler. That's Teresa Kogut. We shouldn't need those immediately. Okay. I'm coming back. Sorry, I'm showing you my butt. Okay, I'm back. Did you miss me? I hope. I don't know. Oh, my invoice. Do you guys want to see these as I put them away? Because I kind of did that some yesterday, but kind of sometimes not. Okay, let's see. Do you ever forget to breathe? Whatever works, Vanessa says. Okay, well, I will show you this one because the former teacher in me just loves it, but doesn't want to stitch it. But this Amelia Prescott and how her parents did educate her. This is one of the newer Kathy Barracks, and it's just got your whole multiplication table on it, and I think it's so cool, and I think it would be just such a fun stitch and like such a good resource to have. I love mental math. I'm great at it. I am super appreciative of having all kinds of multiplication drills in my past. Oh, I guess A Dutch sampler goes first alphabetically, and then A Quaker dwelling. But I just like I love being able to quickly multiply in my head. I love being able to do mental math, addition and subtraction. I learned a lot of that playing Monopoly as a kid. I loved Monopoly. Still love it. It's a little bit of like a capitalism love fest. So that's sometimes a little challenging to make other players go bankrupt, but it's all in good fun. This one I also love, Quaker Dwelling. It's so pretty. So pretty. I just love the house. It's like tealish, maybe. I don't actually know, but I think it is. Sea green, mint green. Yeah, it's good. Okay, so a Quaker dwelling. Quaker dwelling. Quaker dwelling, then Amelia Prescott. Okay. And then we have VR's moth. And then we have, isn't that house pretty? Like it's a giant brick house without being a giant red house. And I think that is truly brilliant. Kathy Barrick is pretty brilliant. Okay, so B, I guess I can start. These are like loosely alphabetical already. Right? Yes, okay. Good deal. So we have A and B. Maybe I just have all the A's. The trick with these accordion folders is like, because I'm not like moving them around, like I'm not picking this up and carrying it and taking somewhere. I just pull it in and out of its little shelf. They can like hold a lot of stuff without me worrying that they're going to fall apart. But also, sometimes I look at it and I think, should you have that many papers inside of you? I don't think so. But I'll just do it anyway. Ugh. Man, Kathy Barrick, I just like, look at those reindeer. 8 tiny reindeer, but don't worry, there's Rudolph too. So you get a little bonus Rudolph. I love it. I don't know why. I say that a lot. I love it and I don't know why. I think that I do know. I just don't know how to articulate it. That was one of the biggest things as a teacher. I also taught volunteers who worked with students, elementary age students, and so I was like teaching adults who aren't really teachers how to teach. And one important thing, especially when you're working with English language learners, it's like students will be very quick to just say like, I don't know. And a lot of times I don't know just means I don't know how to tell you. Whether that's because they don't have the right English words or because you are asking them too much too fast and not giving their brain time to think about it. But just I don't know how to tell you. And so often we expect that everyone can react with like immediacy, and that's just not the case. Um, so little tip. Um, I used to teach, well, I mean, I taught this, yes, but it's not like my idea. But we would teach people the value of think time and encourage, after you ask a student a question, giving them 7 seconds to answer, which feels like an eternity. That was 7 seconds. Didn't that feel so long? Um, but like, half the time, if you just pause and you give students or your child or whoever a little bit of time to, like, think about it and formulate their response or decide how they want to start their response, they'll start. But if you just like, so often you ask a question and, like, immediately follow up with another question or, "What do you think?" Or, um, like, you're just, like, badgering them without meaning to. But it's shocking how effective that is because I would always just, like, have my hand, like, on my knee and just be, like, tapping out my fingers, and I would hardly ever get to 5 before the kid would start talking. Um, and it's truly amazing because otherwise, kids learn that eventually you'll ask a whole bunch of questions and then you'll give them the answers. And you don't want that because then they don't learn for themselves. Um, so it's very helpful. My other top trick, I guess let's do literacy tips and tricks. My other top trick is to uh, encourage students to like build on their answers and just say, "Oh, tell me more. Why do you think that?" And just like probing a little bit and giving a little space for them to like explore their ideas. Oh, it's amazing what they come up with. Yeah. Or just like, what do you see? What do you think? What do you notice? Well, not really. What do you think is not a very helpful question, but whatever. Abby is wise. Ah, thanks. I try. Um, I also just really love literacy. I, yeah, I made a weird career switch from literacy and education to like business consulting and also now cross stitch. Um, but I really miss that. It just was a very stressful, low paying job. And now I have a stressful, high paying job, plus a fun side hobby job. But I will say, like, I have some natural instincts at teaching and working with children. And it sometimes like really hurts me to like see people interacting with kids. Usually it's not like their own kids. And plus I would not want to be like judging and critical of how people interact with their own children, but people who like aren't very used to being around kids a lot and how they'll interact with them. And I'm just like, developmentally, like they have no idea what you're saying right now. So like, whoa. Um, but it's very ingrained in me. It's, dare I say, a natural skill set. Um, that I abandoned for more money. But that's okay. I can still use those skills elsewhere. Okay, Kathy is alphabetized. We still have Liz Matthews to alphabetize, but that won't go in this bin. Okay. Oh, beautiful. Who was next? So I have over there Shakespeare's Peddler, which is a big box, so that's fine. And Teresa Koget, who's like a mishmash, so that is fine too. We'll bring that over later. This is Autumn Lane, Fox and Rabbit, Hands Across the Sea. Oh, yes. Okay, now let's go on to the L's. Excuse me, L is for Luminous Fiber Arts. I really, really, really love Misty's designs. And I say this and I'm realizing I haven't stitched any, which I should change, but because I think she does such a good job. She charts, I think, like predominantly with DMC. Um, that might be like a total lie, but I just feel like a lot of at least the designs. No, this one's all specialty. That's Belsoir. What about this one? DMC Alternative. So maybe I made all of that up, but I don't care. She does beautiful work. Like this was an Expo release, Spring Scamper. This is an old favorite, A Raven's Reply. Ugh. Where did it go? I had it. I saw it. I saw the little ghosties. Well, we'll find them in a second. We have to alphabetize all of her stuff. Oh, but you know who comes first is Lindy Stitches. Mary, Mary Needleworker, how does your garden grow? Oh, that one is so pretty. I love when designers do the like two different colorways. Kathy Barrick has a new little spring design, and it says, "Let us turn up the beet peas." And she shows it stitched on white, and she shows it stitched on black. So that one's like the same colors, but they pop so differently on the two different colored fabrics. It's amazing. Um, but it's just so fun. It's so fun to see. Oh, I forgot I had these. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Little House Needleworks has been re-releasing some of their previous like individual, well, not but like some of their series that were released as individual patterns, and they're re-releasing them in a like a single chart pack. And so like this is the months of the year that you can now get all together. So you can stitch them obviously separately or in a beautiful giant panel like this. And I quite honestly forgot that I had these. Former thread pack sets now available without thread. Oh yes, these are like ones that they would release back in the day. I don't know how long ago back in the day. They would release them and it would come with like the skeins of Classic Colorworks. Or it would come with sometimes like a sometimes I've seen some of them in like D-stash sites where it's full skeins and some where it's just like the individual yards or whatever that you would need to stitch it, which is a pretty good deal, but also a hassle for anyone to produce. And then I also have the Fruits of the Seasons, which I just look at that November. Is it November? October. I guess it's not really a monthly exactly, but it's peaches. Oh, sorry, Vanessa. Peaches and the little cat. It is so cute. I know that's how I feel all the time. I just want to stitch all of this. Oh, and then I have this is my last copy of Kringles, which was one of the best selling charts that came out at Market last year, at least from my shop. Oof. And it's really pretty. That's another one that I think would look really cool on like periwinkle fabric. It's just stitched on like a very plain looking fabric, but it would be great on lots of things. Vanessa, I love it's just you and me hanging out here again. Oh, yes, and also back to your comment, same with feelings. We don't allow space for how confusing feelings are. Yes, and also like it's hard to have the right words to go with feelings. Honestly, I have a little I have a little sticker that I used to have on my laptop and then I switched laptops and I need to get a new one that was like a little feelings chart and it was super helpful because I just, I like you automatically default when you hop on a Zoom call with someone at work and they're like, "How's it going?" And you're like, "Oh, fine." Like and so the other day I had seen the news about the Derek Chauvin conviction and had a nice little cry of relief and rage. And then I hopped onto a check-in call with my manager and she was like, "How's it going?" And I was like, "Oh, great." And I was like, "Wait a minute. Actually, like no, there's like a lot going on in my brain and in my body right now." And so like but it's just so ingrained to just like shove it aside and like no, it's okay to like sit with it and name it. But sometimes I really have trouble, especially like throughout the workday, like accessing like how am I feeling? I have no idea. So I use that little sticker, that little chart to help me. And it sounds a little silly because I am a full grown adult, but it was helpful. Oh, hi, Amir. I'm here too, just listening. I appreciate that. I'm happy to just chit chat away. Um, I just appreciate the company. Do I only have these two? Okay, speaking of luminous fiber arts. Okay, this is what I was trying to get at earlier, is that she uses her fancy floss really strategically sometimes. So like this beautiful pattern, this is Christmas in the Kitchen, there's Candy Cane, adorable, and then there's Cocoa, adorable, and then there's also Tea and Gingerbread, adorable. And they all use predominantly DMC, but then there's like 3 or 4 colors um, that are used. I think they're pretty much used across all the designs. But yeah, it's Weeks Dye Works Pecan, Classic Colorworks Lemongrass, Classic Colorworks Lettuce Leaf, Classic Colorworks Cupid. And so you get like a nice, fun, variegated effect, but you're not buying a whole bunch of fancy floss, especially for sections where you're only going to have a few stitches. And then the beauty of a series that uses the same fancy floss is theoretically, I don't know in particular for the series if this is true, but theoretically you can use like if you got one skein of each of those. I wonder if she even tells you. She doesn't necessarily say here, but you could perhaps get just one skein of those 4 colors and then be able to stitch all 4. I love a mint in a Christmas palette. Oh, okay. Oh, and I love this one too. I really wanted to stitch this one last year and it just never made it into my actual new starts pile because I don't stitch as much as I did when way back in the day, which was not enough. But coffee first, then the worm. It's so cute. A little chickadee. Oh, I just love it. Okay, the coffee comes after Christmas. Liberty Quaker. This one I feel didn't really get any attention, and I kind of get it because I don't personally stitch a lot of patriotic, but this little Liberty Quaker squirrel, I think it's super cute. And he's got his little like Quakery star things. He's cute. Okay, Christmas in the Kitchen. Liberty. Okay. Every stitch. Yeah, man, I really, honestly, she has such good, fun, bright colors without it being like too cutesy, you know? At least I think it's not too cutesy. Okay, we have Raven's Reply again. Okay. Bluebird comes first, then a cardinal, then a raven, then another raven. Come on. Oh, then a robin. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. Oh, no, PQRS. Okay. Oh, and then Bluebird's message. Don't you love when you're alphabetizing? And probably this is because previous Abby did this, but you're alphabetizing and things are just like, you're just picking things up and they're in the right spaces. Oh, I love that. Okay, Robin. Okay, so this is all the A's, technically. Okay. Realizing now these leaflets have to go in. Okay. Yes, I saw the new Hands Across the Sea and I was like, oh, this is what I wanted that one like Scottish sampler to be, but even better and smaller. Smaller is key. It looks so fun and so many colors. I think it would be such a fun way to like go through like random floss that you don't know what to do with and just throw it in there. Yes, I loved it. I forget what it was called. Let's go to, okay, that took me up to C. Oh, I have more coffees. Coffee first. Coffee first. So A through C. Oh, I've got lots more. Hold on. Okay. I guess I should have sorted these slightly more. Okay, Raven's Reply. Get out of here. Um, I was watching FlosStube last night while I was working, except I sometimes have a lot of trouble because I don't work as much when I'm watching FlosStube. But I was watching Mitchie, my dear friend Mitch Stitch. She is in Australia. If you haven't watched her, she's a hoot. Go check her out. I also carry her PDFs in my shop. She's got a few designs. She has a new Plague Doctor design that's coming out, and it is amazing. It's amazing. I'm so glad she finally finished it. She's like finishing it up, and then it will be ready to release to the world. I'm so proud of her, and I'm so excited for all of us to be able to stitch it. Um, but why was I telling you this? I was telling you because in her video, oh, yes, okay, this is what it is. For like the entirety of the pandemic times, she has been using what was previously her commute time. She was using, she has like a commute piece. So instead of commuting those 30, 40 minutes, she would sit down and stitch those 30, 40 minutes. And I was like, that's amazing. And how do I get that back into my life? Because she told me that a year ago. And I thought, that's really cool. But I was in like, you know, distress and disarray. And now I'm like, I'm still working from home and I will be for a long time. Um, if I, my, there's like, my job can continue to be done remotely. So I don't really plan on going back into the office anytime soon because it is not necessary. And I was like, I really would like to do that because I struggle to uphold a routine, but I really appreciate when I have a routine. And like having to, leave at certain times to get to the train, to get to the office by a certain time was super helpful. And even then, I would sometimes, like, I didn't have a super hard and fast rule, but if I had a meeting in the morning or whatever. But generally, I left at like within the same like 20-minute window every day. Um, and I have tried somewhat to implement that at at home on my own, and it just hasn't quite worked because it's hard to get up. It's hard. Like I'm awake early, but I like to sit in bed, and even though I'm awake and I have my coffee in the mornings, I often don't really feel like stitching, so I end up like wasting time on the internet. Sometimes I read or like do something like journal and have like useful, fulfilling time, but sometimes I don't. And I would really like to get into the habit of stitching in that time because that's like prime stitching time. And I'm newly motivated to try it out and like make it work. Maybe with the whole 25/7 thing that Bendy's been doing with inspiration from somebody I can't remember, where you stitch on a piece for 25 minutes a day for 7 days and then you make so much progress. Because Mitchie made some really, 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 really impressive progress on a few pieces. Like she finished her castles in the air. She finished her linen and threads. I don't remember if that one was a commute piece for her, but she finished her linen and threads Sal. Um, and she is working on her Michael Powell Secret Garden, which is like a pretty complicated piece. But she's got like 2 pages left of it, I think, or like a page and a half or something. And she's gonna fly through it because she's got like this very set routine. And so often I just struggle to start stitching, and then once I do, I'm like, oh yes, this is the best. But there's just something mentally barring me from starting. GH. Okay, this is one of my very favorite luminous fiber arts, and it's like only a few colors. How many colors is it? Which colors is it? DMC, River Rocks, and Clockwork. Oof. I just love it. I love this little ghost is my favorite. He's upside down. They're so cute. I want to stitch them all. I have stitched 0. So cute. Okay, I probably need to like go do other stuff. The frame is beautiful. Yes. Oh, truly. And I want to be more and more like Mitchie every day. She calls me and Ryan her little sisters. I got to meet her at StitchCon, the first StitchCon, and I've gotten to hang out with her quite a bit since then, virtually lately, of course. And I just truly, truly love her. And she's one of those cool friends who I want to grow up to be like. I mean, some might say that I'm grown, but I would disagree. Wow, I have a lot of her charts. Okay. So that was Luminous Fiber Arts. Oh, Little Stitch Girl. Oh man. Okay, now I have some Little Stitch Girl. I guess actually I just have one full-size page chart of Little Stitch Girl. This is her spring sampler. It's really pretty. It's all in color and cotton threads, which is super cool. But color and cotton currently isn't. I mean, I'm a wholesale fabric customer with them, but they are sold out of all fabric for the time being. And I don't carry their threads, but they're not taking new wholesale thread people. Thread people? Hi, Lauren. Welcome. We're just hanging out in the studio, packing stuff, sorting stuff, that kind of thing. Throwing trash across the room because we can. Okay. So that is. Oh wow. Are we already on to? Oh, that's Mountain and Meridian. Okay. So that's Meridian. Okay, what comes first, Mountain or Meridian? Meridian. Cool. Okay. Tiny Modernist. Okay. This is good. We're making very good progress. Ooh. Okay, Meridian Designs. Yes. The Arctic Ocean Mermaid. Christine. She's beautiful. Oh, interesting. I have some that are like cellophane wrapped. Cellophane wrapped? I don't think that's the right word. And then some that are in bags. But with like the little clear bag and it's like sealed, like a stickery, I have very professional terminology in my arsenal. Okay, Meridian. Oh, you are actually alphabetically. You come first, Marnik. But there's only one of you. And then my big toe. Okay. So also going into this for the first time is my first Mountain Air Designs chart. Mountain Air Designs does really beautiful fabrics. I've got some that are hopefully coming soon from the Needlework Expo. They were dying everything to order, and I know we're like swamped by how much people wanted gorgeous fabric. And they also have some designs. And so this is Stitch More, Frog Less. It's so punny. I love it. And then also they had a Moo the Merrier design, Deja Moo. Oh, she's so cute. She's real small too, so like you could totally stitch that fast. I've been toying with, because I have my Moo the Merrier cow on a piece of 20 count color and cotton Havana. And my cow is very little. He's like 3x3 or smaller, like 2.5x3. And so on one hand, I want to FFO him. On the other hand, I already have like a model picture of him unFFO'd, and that's fine. So what if I just stitch some other cows on there? And then I was like, oh yeah, I could. I mean, I couldn't fit everybody full designs on there, but I could fit like a good amount, and especially like some of these little ones, or especially if I just like pick some cow faces, I could just have a little cow party all in one piece of fabric and have a little cow sampler. So I'm kind of toying with that. Not like I'm stitching 5 cows on there. Like there was some talk of everyone doing like 60 by 60, and then we'd have like a free border and like everyone's designs would go within that, but then we all just did our own thing. Um, so it wouldn't be like a cohesive grid of cows. It would be a wonky collection. But I think that could be fun. I say this and I'm way overcommitted on everything that I'm stitching for all time. So who knows what will happen. Okay, I'm making so much room in here. I'm so excited. Trash. Okay, seems for us. See, Rosewood Manor is next, and then Satsuma. So Rosewood Manor is not until this one. Oh my goodness, we can do so many good things here, including alphabetizing, because guess what? That was M. Are there any MO collectible cows and friends? Oh yes, I love it. I want friends to exchange and trade cows. Ooh, like a cow exchange program or a sisterhood of the traveling cows, but not exclusive to sisters. These are fun thoughts. Okay, there are no O's that will fit in here because it's just October Fiber Arts. Okay, I have only a couple of these designs by Perrette Samuilov. I don't know how to say French words. I apologize. But there's Autumn Vegetable Patch. So cute. It's a bunny. And then also Spring Vegetable Patch with a hedgehog and an eggplant. It just kills me, and I want to stitch them, but I can't. So I stock them in my shop instead. But no one wants to stitch them. Oh, but they're so cute. Alas, alack. Okay. PE. Let's make sure none of these are in the wrong place. Oh, no. You're in the wrong place. You are a paradise. You are a papillon. You are praiseworthy. You belong there. Prairie Schooler. Praiseworthy. Okay. Paradise comes first. I feel like I haven't really seen this anywhere else, but I love it because of the owl in the moon. This is Lion and Lace by Paradise Stitchery. And I don't know who they are. Jenny is the designer, but she did a beautiful job. And I want to go, this is a mental note to myself to go check out what else she's done. You are going to share with Pirette. And this is where I remember to leave a blank space in case any other L's, M's, N's, or P's come along. Great. Okay. So maybe actually you don't have to share. Maybe I can. No, I don't like. Oh, you're not. You're. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, maybe you won't share because I also have a few of this chart from Papillon. Oh, the beautiful sampler takes its name from the cotillion. Oh, because the pattern's name is cotillion. Okay, never mind. I thought it was teaching me how to pronounce the name. It's so pretty. It's stitched in dinky dyes, and they're beautiful. The fabric that it's on is from Enchanted Fabrics, which is not in business anymore. But it's so, so beautiful. I want to stitch it. Okay, but you are going to go with, I don't know, P. You go first. Okay, so Pirette, you're going to get your own, but should someone else come along, you're going to get combined, and you're going to have to deal with it. QRSTO. Actually, Pirette, you're going to share with Petal Pusher because she only has one full page chart as well. Walk with me where the wildflowers grow. She does such good flowers. It's not easy to design a cross stitch flower that is beautiful. Ask me how I know. Okay, prairie schooler, praiseworthy. That's it. Okay, what comes first, prairie schooler or praiseworthy? QRS, prairie schooler. Okay, cool. Oh, also I need a 2021 Santa to fill those orders. I'm going to toss that over there. Great. Okay, what prairie schoolers do I even have? They started reprinting, and that was very exciting. And sometimes I get too excited and I'm like, oh, a prairie schooler I haven't seen in ages. And so I want to stock it in the shop. And then I look at it again and I'm like, that doesn't really fit my shop, but fine. Like, here's a garden alphabet. It's pretty, but no thank you. Well, no thank you for me. Maybe it's a yes, please for you. And that's okay. But like the Halloween, the All Hallows Eve, cats, bats, and witches. Yes, I can get behind those. Also barn cats, because cats. Okay, garden alphabet, not so much, but that's okay. Also, sometimes I accidentally double order these, so then I end up with way more than I meant to. Like Prairie Christmas, I accidentally ordered twice, so I got two different, like I think I ended up with like 16 copies in all, and I was like, ooh, I don't know about that. Very large. Pumpkins. Oh, guess who already alphabetized these? Sort of. Night Before Christmas. That's another great one. Know PQRS. Okay, yes. Summer and spring. Summer and spring. Oh, nope, there's more. It's hiding. Okay, spring and fall. So what comes first? Is it spring has come? No, it's spring and fall, which is a great one. Oh my goodness, look at this black cat and look at this turkey. And the squirrel. The bottom row, I'm very into. The spring row, I'm not as into. Oh yeah, I got this Christmas traditions one because I really liked the manger, the little nativity scene. Look at them. Okay, but Christmas goes after cats. Okay, another spring has come. What is it? I need to go eat lunch and take a nap. I love taking naps. Okay, oh, one more Christmas traditions. Okay, perfect. So we will split our prairie schoolers into two sections. And we will put the Santas at the very front because the Santas are in these teeny tiny little charts. Come on, get in there. Okay. And I'm going to go eat some lunch now. Thank you so much for hanging out with me in the studio while I worked. Yes, okay. This is very helpful because otherwise I would just continue to procrastinate putting things away. So I hope you enjoyed this. I will potentially just keep switching back and forth between, boy, these are so not wanting to like stack together nicely. I will switch back and forth between here and Instagram and see what works best for people. Mostly what works best for me, which honestly, well, this is an interesting experiment because the comments like go off of my screen when I'm just doing YouTube here on my phone. So I gotta maybe figure that out, but that's a minor issue. that we can all deal with at a later time if we need to. You know? Yeah. Okay. Oh, except I really want to just, could I just finish this one? Maybe, because I have just primitive hair left in this box. No, I'll do it later. That's fine. Okay, thanks for hanging out with me. I super appreciate it. I hope you all have an amazing day. If you're watching this after the fact, please go and check out my shop. Actually, if you're watching it right now, you can do that too. But if you're watching this before May 1st, I have a coupon code out for 10% off your order. It is a little gift from Jam. It is Spring Stitching is my jam, all smushed together, no spaces. And it's also posted on my Instagram and it's in my newsletter. And if you're not signed up for my newsletter, currently I share like discounts and stuff that I then also share elsewhere. But there might be some newsletter specific stuff in the near future. Also, I aim to send it out at every month, but guess what? This is only my second one of 2020. So apparently it's a bi-monthly situation. It actually might be the third because I sent out an expo. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Thanks for hanging out with me. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Be kind. Do some stitching. Be kind to yourself. And I will talk to you all later. Goodbye.